Hi, winners. I am so passionate about what we're about to talk about today. We get to start our writer's workshop. I don't know where you stand on your scale of writing. If you were here, I could ask you. So let me know on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the least and 10 being, yes, let's write. Let me know how you feel about writing on a scale of 1 to 10. I understand if I was a fourth grader sitting in the room and my teacher said, how do y'all feel about writing? As a fourth grader, my answer would have been very different than it is now. But thankfully, through the years, I've had some great teachers, and my love for writing has truly, truly grown. And I'm so excited about getting to be your writing teacher, and hopefully I can plant seeds of enjoyment and you learning how to express yourself through writing, or how I can motivate you even further in a passion that's possibly already started. Because unlike all the math skills that we do, I always tease I haven't used my algebra lessons or anything like that for a while. Writing and communicating is something we do all the time. And there's so many quotes that we can talk about, so many things that we can share about writing, so many things we can discuss before we actually put pen to paper. And the reason I say pen to paper is because when I was young, I heard this saying. They say it's an old Chinese proverb, but they're not even sure about that. But the meaning of it is true. And it's this: the faintest ink is better than the most retentive memory. All right, now when I first read that, I had to learn what the word retentive meant. The faintest ink is better than the most retentive memory. To retain something means you keep it in there. And if we don't write our ideas down, if we don't write our thoughts down, if we don't write our memories down, they'll fade. We might remember them a little, but we might forget some details. You may say, oh no, my memory's young and I'm sharp, I can do it. Well, I challenge you. Have someone put a tray together of about 10 items. Study the tray and then hide it. And see how many of those 10 items you can remember that you saw. Maybe 10, you got them all, but maybe you didn't remember all 10, but if you wrote them down, you would have known the list of 10. That's just a fun little way to play and bring this quote to life. The faintest ink is better than the most retentive memory. I think I first heard that from a college professor who was encouraging us to take notes and teaching us how to be good note takers. I also had a love of writing from my 6th grade language arts teacher when we lived overseas. As you learn about me, you'll learn that I lived in England for a while, and I have a lot of stories from over there. This is my journal. They called me Mindy back then, so I don't know if you can see this very well, but it says Mindy's Journal. And Mr. Socks, that was his name, truly, S-O-X, Mr. Socks, had us create a cover page, which is exactly what we're told to do now. I love it. Create a cover page, and then we could start writing all about ourselves so that we could tell him about us. And then I had even included some pictures of my brother, my sister, letting him know about my family. So you'll have a composition book this year. It might look something like this. I chose a yellow one. Yellow is one of my most favorite colors. We'll decorate the front so that we know it's yours. It's special to you. And so if you have school supplies already and you want to start writing all about me in the front, telling me a little bit about yourself, you may. We will use these all year long. When we use these, I write with you. Here's my one from this year. Pretty full. So quite honestly, I bought 2 journals. So I'm ready to start. And I keep them. And you know why I keep them? So when I need a story to write about, when I want to turn something into a publication, I can go back and find some things that I might have forgotten, fun memories with different classes. So I love to keep my journals, and that way when it is writer's workshop time, and if writing's not your passion yet, you can get your journal out and you can look through and go, oh yeah, I want to write about about the time my friend and I won that really cool baseball game. Or, oh, I want to write about that trip we took. Oh, I want to write about those sea turtles that I learned about. This will help us so we don't sit there at the wherever we choose to write and go, I don't have anything to write about. We do, and we can go back to this. It's kind of like the book I'm about to read to you at the end of this video is called The Best Story Ever. And the bottom line, the main character creates an inspiration board. And that's what we'd like you to do this first week of writing, kicking off the Writer's Workshop at home. So create an inspiration board. In the beginning, it's going to kind of look like an All About Me poster that you might have made in school before. But what are the treasures in your heart? What do you love? So like if I were making mine, I would write about family. I would write about my children. I actually found some pictures here in the room. This is Mr. Wilson and I when we had our first daughter, Julia. And then this, well, yeah, we aged quite a bit. And then this is our next picture when we had our second baby, Lydia, and Julia was in a wedding, and Mr. Wilson was doing the wedding for a couple. And so there we were all together, our final piece to our puzzle with Lady Kate. These are inspirational moments. There are fun things that I could write about from each of these pictures because I have a visual. I have something in print, whether it's a picture print or written print. I'm not an artist, so when I write my inspiration boards, I can write it in cute words. I have things on there like the beach, just things that would inspire you that you'd want to write about or you would want to remember. That's your assignment for this week, is to begin creating your inspiration board. And if you're not sure right this moment how you want to do it or what you want to put on there, stay tuned, because at the end of this video I'm reading you a book called The Best Story Ever. And I know that that'll help you launch into writing, whether it's something you just love studying that you want to write about or something that you've loved doing or thoughts, because no one can argue with your words. Those are your thoughts and your feelings, and therefore they're very special and they're worth writing down. So just to make sure we're clear, play the fun memory game if you want. Put some items on a tray and challenge your family to see who can remember the most items. And then for your inspiration board, you can do it digitally. We're going to learn some Seesaw things this afternoon, so I can share with you. You can present them through Seesaw when we get that out to you. Or you can do them on a poster board. I like to do them on a regular size piece of notebook paper, so like just a regular size like this, so that I can fold it and keep it inside my composition notebook, inside my journal. So you have all kinds of options on how you would like to start designing your inspiration board. So have a great week, and remember, the faintest ink is better than the most retentive memory. Don't forget to listen to the book.